Alright you guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to go over a deck profile of Sceptile in the U150 format. Sceptile is actually kind of a boring deck. There's not a whole lot of cool stuff going on with it. Excuse me, but it is consistent, and there is some cool aspects of it, so we'll go into it anyways. There are 4 Sceptiles we're playing, 1 Mega and 3 Normals. And they all kind of like deal around energy acceleration. There are more, excuse me, there are more Sceptiles that you can play that have cool things like energy trans and abilities for status conditions and that sort of thing. But I feel like these are the ones you are good enough. Just these, 4 here. A quick note. This Mega Sceptile can only evolve from the half art because this is an EX, the other 2 aren't, so this is your only evolution. So generally you're not actually going to ever attack with Power Poison or anything. You're going to try to Mega Evolve this and keep this alive as long as you can, because that 100 damage a turn and healing all of your bench is really nice. Especially since if you have Wild Growth out, you can do this for 1 energy. That's the best combo there. You also have a Nurture and Heal to kind of keep stuff alive. Heal 30 damage a turn. Gives you a little bit of extra acceleration if you don't have this out to do like max potion shenanigans. So all 3 of those kind of work well together. We're going to be playing 3 Groviles as well and 3 Tricos. It's going to be a 3-3, like 3.5 line, I guess would be the 3.5, 3-3-3-1 line. I feel like this is fine. There's not a whole lot of power here, but the power of the deck comes from energy acceleration and being able to like max potion and whatnot. It is a grass deck, so we are going to play a 1-1 Ariados line. I feel like this goes in most all grass decks because it's just a free plus 10 damage, or even more if they can't retreat every single turn. And then you've got your staple grass stuff of Shaman and Tropius. These are most grass decks as well. And then we're also playing 1 Genesect, and we're going to play a G-Scope because this is an EX. You're just going to try to blow things up with Gaia Blaster. That's just kind of how it works. If you have both of these out, you can Nurture and Heal and attach, and that charges it up. So it does 20, 40, 60, 80 plus 50. It's 130. So you're going to be able to one-shot a lot of things just with this guy right off the bat. So moving on to you got your other staples here. It's going to be a 1-1 Claydol line. You got your 2-2 Porygon line right here, as well as your 4 standard staple starters. There really isn't, like I said, this deck isn't that interesting. It is just kind of like Sceptile plus other good grass attackers. That's really all it is. Yeah, you're not going to see a lot of creativity here, but what you do see is consistency and energy acceleration. If you can find different basics to play, this right here becomes kind of obsolete, and you can play other stuff. Colorless, anything that you can find with like a colorless attack, super great. If you want to play like a 1-0-1 Charizard line, I guess, I don't know. You can get kind of nutty with it, but I built this list as for consistency's sake, really. Supporters, a lot of standard stuff here. AZ, Bebes, Colress, Copycat, Guzma, Hex, move that out of the way, Corina. We're going to see a Lookers as our extra draw supporter, Lysander's trump card, Marley's, and Oracle Collector. Like I said, not a whole lot of exciting stuff here. Pont, Juniper, Sycamore, Rockets, Rosies, Skyla, Teammates, and Wally. Literally like all of the staple supporters. You'll hear me talk a little bit about Lookers over Sages. Depends on what the deck is. This deck doesn't necessarily need stuff in the discard. So you go Lookers over Sages. But other than that, you literally take like every staple supporter and just put it in. This deck is rather boring. It's not exciting, but it is consistent, and it wins games. We're going to play Acrobike and Bill for some draw support. Computer Search, Escape Rope, Evo Soda, Invention, Item Finder, so that means Junk Arm's next. Looking at Level Ball, Luxury Ball. Here's that Max Potion, not in every single deck, but in this deck, this card is like MVP. I'm pretty sure, I'm looking ahead here. No, you can also play a Pokemon Center if you really wanted to, since you have so much acceleration. Pokemon Center to heal all of your Pokemon. It's a Max Potion for everything. So consider Pokemon Center. Misty's Wrath, Palpad. You got your Breeder in there since you're playing a Stage 2. Pokemon Communication. You got 1 Retriever, Oak, here's your rare candy. Stage 2, you play both of those. It's a grass deck, so Revitalizer is an obvious inclusion. Scoop Up and Super Rod. And then down here, we're going to play a Superior Energy Retrieval. This is for your Mega Sceptile. It's that so that you can nurture and heal, attach, and then still get the benefit of, I think it's called Jungle Edge. Let me double check real fast. Jungle Edge? I'm pretty sure it's Jungle Edge. Don't hold your breath. Jagged Saber. Whoops. I'm way wrong. You get the benefit of Jagged Saber being to accelerate 2 energies. So 1 Superior is fine. If you're really worried about it, you could play like a Fisherman or a Energy Retrieval if you're looking at doing those options as well. But I think this is all you really need. I've never needed more. Swoop Teleporter, Ultra Ball, Via Seeker, Warp Point, and Windstorm. You notice that there is Warp Point and Escape Rope. You can switch one of those to a switch if you'd like. This deck does not offer up a lot of damage, so getting bulky things out of the active to take cheap KOs is sometimes the better option. Mostly this deck just does like a consistent 100 damage, 70 damage, depending on what you're attacking with. It's just to, find ways to take knockouts sort of thing. Not overly exciting, you're not going to one-shot a lot. Looking at the 3 stadium cards, they should be fairly obvious. You're going to play a Verbank to go with the Ariados, and then a Forest and a Broken Time Space for quicker evolution. Since everything in your deck is grass, Forest Giant Plants works fine. Broken Time Space for your support Pokemon. Item cards, we're going to see a Muscle Band and a Choice Band, both for damage acceleration. Like I said, this deck does just like a consistent 100 damage over and over again, so a little bit of a bump's not bad. Experience Share and Floatstone as well. Experience Share to keep all that energy going, and Floatstone because it is very, very stable. It's a good retreat card. You could consider, now I'm thinking about damage output, always consider Iris. I think Iris would be this deck's best favor to make it a little bit better. So put Iris in this deck. And then your Elite Four, you're looking at all 4 of them, no reason not to, but your Ace Spike this time is going to be 1 G-Scope. And the reason you're playing G-Scope is because you're playing that, you are playing that Genesect, and being able to snipe for 100 is a pretty good attack. So this could be switched to like G-Booster if you wanted to do the 200, since this deck does lack that one-shot power, or you could play a Dowsing Machine because you're not bad. So there is that. And then energies, 1 special energy is going to be an Herbal Energy, helps you heal that 30. You can attach this from your hand to heal 30, and then Nurture and Heal to heal another 30. So if your opponent's lacking some damage output, or you're just getting dink and ducked with little tiny attacks, Herbal is a great way of doing it. And then we're going to play 3, 6, 9, 12, 13 grass energies. I think that's more than enough. You never want to like miss attachments, and flooding your field with energies is always great. Some other things to consider, there is a Yanmega Legends Awakened, I believe, that the speed game, not speed game, but it has something similar, where it's in the active, you take a grass energy from the discard and accelerate it to yourself. With Wild Growth in play, and Nurture and Heal, it does 20 for every energy, and then returns all those energies. So that 1/1 Yanmega line is a very good inclusion to consider. But outside of that, that's the deck for you. If you have any other questions, please let me know. It's kind of a shorter video because this deck's really boring. So, yeah, if you have any questions, let me know. Hope you have fun.